We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support here above the 440s. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 7 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY continuing to fight to hold support and coming back up towards the opening at the 442 level. And in today's video, we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Netflix spot. Our Netflix spot sent out a bull indicator at 12:25 p.m. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from dark green bars to white with red borders and back up to dark green bars so far in the second half of the day. Now this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with the inflows back above the midpoint and under a bull indicator here at the 441.20 area after getting a bear indicator towards the open at the 443.90 area. I would just round that up to 444. And things rejected all the way down towards 440, a crucial support level that we were watching since yesterday and the previous days as we've talked about it. And it bounced right off of it, coming back up to retest near the opening of the day. And it started to slow down and reject there. And that's going to be crucial and critical going into tomorrow for these bulls to continue above the midpoint or even pull away from it with these inflows picking up, to further reflect any strength into these charts and hold this bull indicator true here from the 441.20 area. Now, in the bigger picture on the 1 hour, if we go ahead and zoom out here, we could see how these inflows have now tried to come back up again after rejecting and pulling downwards in the first half of the day, right? We were watching that, how close those inflows were, and until they crossed over, we would not see any further strength possibly reflect. And what happened? Outflows dominated, pulled away from the midpoint, hit lows here of outflows of negative 3.43, and now it's bounced back up and it's at negative 0.90, and it's going to be crucial and critical for the bulls to hold this bull indicator true that just popped up in the after hours. And to confirm it with further strength, these inflows need to cross back over and cross the midpoint and start pulling up to dominate over these charts and retest key resistance levels. Now, it is the first bull indicator that pops up in the last 3 days, and since the bear indicator that popped up here at the 450 area, so this has now been canceled and inflows are getting close. Outflows have dominated since that date, and this is going to be the first time that these inflows are trying to cross over, and I'm going to be watching that very carefully going into tomorrow. And same thing on the 30-minute, if these inflows could stay above the midpoint and hold this bull indicator true to continue a possible staircase effect to the upside. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could go ahead and see here how outflows dominated in the first half of the day, but in the second half, a bull indicator popped up at 441.11. Inflows crossed over, and they're currently above here as things slowed down here in the after hours near the 442.70 area. Now, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up from red to green and pull away from the midpoint, because if these outflows do cross over to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness once again into these charts. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and I'll be watching if these outflows cross over on the 15-minute, cancel out this bull indicator in the process with a possible bear indicator as that weakness shows up into the charts, and if that weakness rolls over into the 30-minute as well, canceling out this bull indicator in the process and getting these outflows to cross to the downside. And the first support is the 440 area. If that gets broken through, then I'll be watching the 438 to 437 area. And the next level below that, if these outflows pull down even further and a bear indicator is dominating over the charts, is the 435 area. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for the bulls to hold this bull indicator true here on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute as well. A full transition has happened here from the dip area to the rip area so far, so I would not ignore that, and outflows have began. That definitely needs to switch from red to green and pull away from the midpoint to the upside, roll that strength over into the 30-minute to continue a possible staircase effect and get these inflows up as well. And on the 1 hour, things are getting really close, and I would not ignore it here. I'm going to be watching that very carefully going into tomorrow. Bull indicator has popped up here for the first time in the last 3 days, and the first resistance level is the 444 area to 444.50, where things rejected and the bear indicator popped up in today's pre-market. And then if that gets broken through, the next resistance I'll be watching is the 447 area. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows very carefully going into tomorrow, as on the 15-minute and 30-minute it is above, but on the 1 hour it continues to fight to bring itself up closer to it, and it definitely needs to cross to further reflect any strength into these charts and justify this bull indicator that has popped up at the 442.20 area. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was Nvidia on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the Nvidia one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in, and now you're seeing this other chart which I shared today in the pre-market, and I stated, right, you could see the same line there, and I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449, and I talked about in that purple area, the area that kept on acting like support. And there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area, and the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed to cross. Now, when you see it here in the next chart, going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over, and you could see the purple area that continued to act like support, and Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you could see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, they're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal, and from there it typically pans out within several days to weeks, but sometimes it could happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.